This evening, 2023 national budget of over $7 billion passes after 5 days debate. East Bank BERBICE businessman in custody after fatal hit-and-run accident. 8-year-old boy dies in house fire triggered by overheated electrical fan. In the region, Peru protests, army deployed in southern region as tension rise. And internationally, dozens killed in Pakistan bus boat accidents. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Updates. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Up first, the 5-day-long debates for the 2023 national budget of $781.9 billion ended on Friday at the Arthur Chung Convention Center in Liliendal. The budget will allow many large-scale projects to be carried out throughout the year. Dr. Ashley Singh, Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, said the budget debate is an essential part of the country's annual economic cycle and a chance for the opposition to share their vision for the country. According to Dr. Singh, the 2023 national budget will bring benefits to the citizens of Guyana, including new hospitals and medical centers, increased disposable income, and benefits for vulnerable members of society. The budget is fully funded and is the largest in Guyana's history with no new taxes. We now shift our focus to a horrific case of violence against women in Region 6. A 36-year-old woman is undergoing medical treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital after being brutally attacked with a cutlass by her husband on Sunday, January 29th. The victim was reportedly chopped 3 times in the head and sustained injuries to her hand. Reports said that around 1 p.m. at Rose Hall Town, the woman was in her car at a wash bay when her husband, a 55-year-old businessman, arrived and began to chop the front windshield of her car with a cutlass. When she stepped out of the vehicle to confront him, the man began to chop her with the same weapon. The suspect has since been arrested by the police and is currently in custody. The victim is undergoing medical treatment and is expected to recover from her injuries. This shocking incident serves as a reminder of the ongoing issue of domestic violence in Guyana and the need for stricter laws and enforcement to protect victims. If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence or intimate partner violence, call the Ministry of Protection and Social Security hotline on 914 now. In other news, a businessman from East Bank BERBICE, Shahzad Sattar, is in police custody following a fatal accident in East Kanji BERBICE. Sattar, the owner of an engineering service, was driving a Toyota Tacoma when he plowed into several individuals on the Workshop Street, Keenfield. The accident resulted in the death of one man, Sadat Indal, and injuries to 3 others, including an 11-year-old child. According to the regional commander, Shiv Prasad Bacchus, Sattar was speeding through the streets and drove into the gathering, hitting and injuring persons. The victims were taken to the New Amsterdam Hospital, where Indal was pronounced dead on arrival. The others are reported to be in stable conditions. Sattar initially drove away from the scene, but later turned himself into the police. A video recording showed Sattar driving off after hitting the individuals. Investigations revealed that the accident occurred after Sattar's cousin was involved in an argument at the location and summoned Sattar to the scene. The police are continuing their investigations into the fatal accident. Sattar is expected to face charges for his actions. Stick around when we return. Men on a Mission initiative improves community playgrounds in Visas. An 8-year-old boy dies in house fire triggered by overheated electrical fan.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Give your home or office some shine. Fortune Investment Company. We provide reliable commercial and residential professional cleaning services in Guyana. We clean homes and commercial offices. Other services offered are floor care and tile polishing, interior auto detailing services, power washing, weeding and cleaning, and carpet, couch, and mattress cleaning. We are committed to keeping your homes and offices squeaky clean. Call us now at 592-689-7558 or 592-639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jackson North Rumville, Georgetown, Guyana. Fortune Investment Company. When we say clean, we mean spotless.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Sooner or later you will have another power failure. Are you prepared for the next blackout? Some essential equipment such as security cameras, lights, internet, gate motors, and water pumps may stop working. How can you prevent the next blackout? InverterTech has an affordable solution for you. A strong UPS system which uses the latest inverter and solar battery technology to prevent blackout. We smartly calculate your average power demand so you don't spend more than you need to. Call 223-2233 for more information.
Welcome back. An 8-year-old boy, Jermaine Johnson, died at a city hospital on Sunday after a fire broke out at his home in South Cummins Lodge, East Coast, Demerara. The fire occurred last Friday and left his 75-year-old grandmother, Lynette Gray, in critical condition and his 4-year-old brother with minor burns. The family of 6 was sleeping when the fire broke out at their home around 2:43 a.m. The family managed to escape the burning building, but Johnson and his grandmother were severely burnt. They were taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital for treatment and were admitted to the burn care unit. Unfortunately, Johnson later passed away. According to the Guyana Fire Service, the fire was caused by an electrical fan overheating and igniting nearby combustible materials. The fire was unable to be contained and the family's home was destroyed. It is important to know that electrical fires are essentially dangerous because they can happen anytime if enough care and attention are not exercised towards electrical outlets and appliances. This tragedy serves as a reminder of the importance of regular electrical safety checks and maintenance to prevent fires in homes. Headline News expresses sincere condolences to the family. In other news, Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit and Police Regional Division 3 made separate narcotics seizures over the weekend. Dale Jarvis has more details.
Officers of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit conducted an operation at the premises in Peshadnagar, Georgetown on Friday, January 27th. During a search of the premises, a brick-like parcel suspected to be cocaine was discovered. Lena Narayan, 63, the owner of the premises, Charlene Edmondson, 54, also of the same address, Oral Branch, 49, of Kitty, was arrested and taken to the Kanu headquarters along with a suspected narcotic. The substance tested positive for cocaine, weighed over 1,000 kg and was estimated to have a street value of approximately 1.1 million Guyana dollars. Lena Narayan was previously arrested along with 2 other persons in March 2022 when Kanu officers discovered 11.4 kgs of cocaine and 266 grams of ecstasy at this same address. Investigations are ongoing. Also, police ranks from Regional Division 3 acted on information received, went to Tushen, East Bank, Essequibo, where they arrested Adrian Medaya, a 29-year-old Venezuelan national with over 1,000 grams of marijuana on Saturday, January 28. The police observed Medaya, a laborer from the north squatting area of Tushen, holding a bulky black backpack. The officers approached Medaya and requested to search him for illegal items. Medaya consented to the search, leading the officer to discover 2 bulky parcels of suspected cannabis inside the backpack. Medaya was told of the offense committed, cautioned, arrested, and escorted to the Lenora police station. The marijuana was weighed and amounted to over 1,000 grams. The suspect was placed into custody pending investigation and charges. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jervis.
Thanks, Dale. We conclude this segment of the news with some good news. The men on a mission are continuing on the move to make Guyana great again, one project at a time. On Saturday, Assistant Commissioner of Police K. Parishram and Major Dwayne Carter, along with the Minister of Local Government Nigel Darmlal and representatives from the joint services, the business community and community leaders, undertook a Men on Mission initiative to improve the community playground in Vizsla's South East Coast Demerara. The initiative stems from a visit in August 2022 by Acting Commissioner of Police Clifton Hickins, where he saw the need for a fenced and paved playground for the youths and residents, as identified. The enhancement of the playground will increase social and recreational activities and strengthen the community's relationship. Minister Darmlal, through his ministry, pledged support to complete the project promptly, while Regional Division 4C and the Guyana Defense Force gathered resources. Other stakeholders and the Ministry of Local Government made further commitments. The project is expected to be completed next Sunday, after which Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal and Minister Darmlal will host a community meeting at the playground to discuss further plans for the community's future. Don't go away after the break. Dozens killed in Pakistan bus boat accident and UK government sacking. Nadim Zawahi fired over tax affair.
Sooner or later you will have another power failure. Are you prepared for the next blackout? Some essential equipment such as security cameras, lights, internet, gate motors, and water pumps may stop working. How can you prevent the next blackout? InverterTech has an affordable solution for you. A strong UPS system which uses the latest inverter and solar battery technology to prevent blackout. We smartly calculate your average power demand so you don't spend more than you need to. Call 223-2233 for more information.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 4-6 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop. Be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lenders Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Give your home or office some shine. Fortune Investment Company. We provide reliable commercial and residential professional cleaning services in Guyana. We clean homes and commercial offices. Other services offered are floor care and tile polishing, interior auto detailing services, power washing, weeding and cleaning, and carpet, couch, and mattress cleaning. We are committed to keeping your homes and offices squeaky clean. Call us now at 592-689-7558 or 592-639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jackson North Rumville, Georgetown, Guyana. Fortune Investment Company. When we say clean, we mean spotless.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and it's your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You head more? You crazy? You mad? You head no good? Why look, let me show you that light. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
All right, let me go and dash you your landlord.
To explore our home ownership program, check our Facebook page for more information or come down to our office at Avalon Friendship.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yes.
Call us at 227-1380 or 615-8740. Fabulous Homes International Realty, changing tenants into homeowners.
At Fabulous Homes, we bring your dreams to life.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. In South America, Peru's president has blamed Congress for the ongoing civil unrest. Nearly 60 people have been killed in the violence between the police and protesters. Meanwhile, the army has been calling as tensions are increasing in southern Peru. Al Jazeera's Latin America editor Lucia Newman has the latest.
For nearly a month, indigenous communities have been blocking the bridge leading to the town of Laraqueri in the restive Puno region of southern Peru. They're demanding the resignation of President Dina Boluarte.
It's her fault. That's why we are out here on the streets, because she betrayed us. She's killing our brothers with bullets and all we have are slingshots.
A short distance away, the army has converted the town's bullfighting ring into a military base. They say the state of emergency allows them to be here, but they refuse to be interviewed on camera. Nevertheless, I ask if it's true that they plan to begin clearing the highways on Monday. An officer confirms that's indeed their mission. Some locals become angry and insist they have a right to paralyze the region, to pressure the president to resign and call for national elections.
We want to exercise a constitutional right, which is national insurrection. I come in peace, but I tell you, man to man, if you come here looking to confront us, things will be very different.
Before we were afraid, but not anymore. If they want to kill us, let them kill us. I have sons in the army. Look how they want to use my children.
The deployment of the army and the vow by many combatant indigenous communities to resist attempts to end their prolonged national strike has sharply increased tensions in Puno. And not just on land.
This is Lake Titicaca, the home of the Uros, more than 2,000 of them who actually live on the lake. This is where the Inca Empire was founded, long before the Spaniards ever came here.
Rita Soaña lives on one of the scores of tiny floating islands where locals make a living from tourism. But the current crisis is keeping tourists away. She says President Boluarte needs to resign to end the conflict.
We are the Uro and we're also from Puno. We are the children of the lake where Peru was founded. So how dare she say that Puno is not Peru? She has offended us.
However unpopular the president, the ongoing strikes and roadblocks are taking their toll. It's a battle that may depend on which side can resist the longest. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Puno, Peru.
Internationally, at least 51 people have been killed in two separate transport accidents in Pakistan. A bus plunged off a bridge on Sunday, killing 41 people, while 10 children died when a boat capsized. Al Jazeera's Barbara Angopa reports.
These divers are searching this lake after several children drowned here during a school trip. But hope is fading for those who are missing. Police say 25 children were on board a boat when it capsized on the waters of the Tanda Dam. Only a few have been rescued. The tragedy is being blamed on the vessel being old and overcrowded. And in a remote area in Balochistan province, another fatal accident. Passengers were travelling overnight from Quetta to the port city of Karachi when their bus fell from a bridge and caught fire. Police say the driver could have been driving too fast and may have fallen asleep at the wheel.
Now the rescue operation is completed. 40 people died. Their bodies were taken to a civil hospital in Karachi. Samples will be collected from them and we'll move them to a mortuary for identification.
Pakistan has a poor road safety record. More than 27,000 people were killed in road accidents in 2018. Road safety experts say the high toll is due to many vehicles being crowded and few people wearing seat belts. Barbara Angopa, Al Jazeera.
And finally, the United Kingdom Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has fired chair of his ruling Conservative Party Nadhim Zahawi following weeks of revelations about his tax affairs. Al Jazeera's Nadim Baba reports.
Sacked by the Prime Minister, but many are asking if he should have gone earlier. On Monday, Rishi Sunak ordered an investigation into allegations Conservative Party chairman Nadhim Zahawi paid $6 million, including a penalty, to settle a dispute with the tax authorities known as HMRC. Now he's written to Zahawi saying, following the completion of the independent advisor's investigation, the findings of which he has shared with us both, it is clear that there's been a serious breach of the ministerial code. The report criticises Zahawi for several failings. He didn't mention an HMRC investigation started in 2021 in his register of interests until last summer. That was after then Prime Minister Boris Johnson had made him Chancellor of the Exchequer. Last October, when Rishi Sunak appointed him party chair and Minister without portfolio, Zahawi failed to mention he'd paid a penalty. Following his sacking, many in the area Zahawi represents in Parliament were scathing.
I think it brings shame on the town, shame on the country. And shame on the party that he represents.
Well, I think it's obviously called for. If he's tried to brush things under the carpet and not declared certain things, then it's obviously deserved, isn't it?
Speaking on Thursday, the Prime Minister insisted he acted as soon as any concerns were raised.
Well, when I appointed Nadhim Zahawi to his current job, no issues were raised with me about that appointment. It's really important to say. But because Nadhim Zahawi himself put a statement into the public domain and there was other reporting, there are questions to answer, and that's why I asked the independent advisor to conduct an investigation to fully establish the facts.
But the opposition Labour Party says it's not good enough.
I think it does speak to his weakness that it's taken him so long to act. But this isn't just about Nadhim Zahawi. We had Suella Braverman, who also brought the ministerial code and then was appointed back into government as Home Secretary.
A cross-party committee in Parliament concluded that reappointment set a dangerous precedent when it comes to how breaches of the ministerial code are dealt with. Now questions are being asked about how much Rishi Sunak knew of Nadhim Zahawi's investigation by the tax authorities and when. Still on the horizon, an investigation into numerous complaints of bullying by Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab. And a parliamentary inquiry into whether Boris Johnson misled the House of Commons over drinking sessions held during pandemic lockdowns, known as the Partygate scandal. The Prime Minister took office promising integrity and accountability. Those themes won't be disappearing for a while. Nadeem Baba, Al Jazeera, London.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. This concludes today's Headline News Update. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. with our next broadcast. For more news and updates, you can visit our Facebook and YouTube pages. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.